Let's meet very.
Early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, BA. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things he got his timing down. You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Van Vliet against Halliburton. Pass to Thomas. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
Great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
Halliburton against Van Vliet. Now here's Clark. Van Vliet scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Sends it home from three-point land.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
Halliburton, the pass to Adams. Halliburton outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you shoot a floater. Halliburton showcasing the soft touch.
And so Brown will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
It was surprising they lost both games to this team last year. You would have thought the opposite.
The 15-footer. And another one falls for New Orleans.
A superb mid-range shooter. All Brown needs is some separation, and he's ready to pull up.
Siakam outside. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Thomas. The three ball. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
All right, Graham, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
And Clark drops them both. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton, and coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Appreciate the report, Allie. New Orleans leading by 3. Van Vliet, the pass to Gafford. Brown against Thomas. Right side Brown. And again, New Orleans, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Mathurin finds Thomas. Siakam for 3. Offensive board. With a second effort. And it's Adams missing. Adams has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Jones. Back to Brown. Launches a 3. And again, New Orleans no good. Nets trail by 3. Right side Mathurin. The shot from the low post is good.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Brown with it. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Three-pointer. Another miss by Brown. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Down low. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Brent, Herb Jones looks like he might be the next elite perimeter defender.
Well, he's been amazing in the early part of his career. He closes out his space so well on people, in control and balanced, able to catch guys' first move. He is asked to guard the primary offensive wing on a nightly basis, and Herb Jones is up to the challenge.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 3. Gafford against Adams. Graham, when you look at this Pelicans team. Their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
That one misses. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Outside, Brown. High post, Gafford. Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. Clark with a screen on Siakam. Jones from outside. Mathurin with a rebound. Nets trail by 3. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Thomas. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Buzelis comes in for Jones. That one drops. He ties it up. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Van Vliet against Halliburton. Pass to Brown. High post, Clark. Van Vliet outside. Jackson with a screen on Halliburton. Nails it from 3. Van Vliet's got 6.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Halliburton, the pass to Thomas. Shoots over Brown. And the Nets miss again. The Pelicans lead by 3. Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Magic in Orlando. Jackson down low. Williams defending. Van Vliet. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Give him 8 points now.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Williams up top, defended by Jackson. And Williams punches it home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And we just got word that Shams Charania has some news coming out of Utah. Shams, what's the story on the Jazz?
Thank you, B.A. They're thrilled to bring in Julius Randle. That move increases their physicality on both ends of the floor. He brings speed, strength, and a versatile scoring ability that should be a great fit for this team.
Always something going on, and we appreciate the update, Shams. Thanks.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Pass to Buzelis. Clark with a screen on Mathurin. Driving to the basket. Clark, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
It's Thomas on the wing, defended by Brown. Thomas against Jackson. Thomas misses. New Orleans in the lead. To the middle. Thomas with a steal. Inside. Here's Marshall. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. New Orleans, Hayden's checked in for Clark. Melton comes in for Brown, and it's Wallace in for Van Vliet. minute 50 left to play in the first. Wallace outside. Pass to Jackson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Melton against Martin. Here's Mamukelashvili. Schroeder with it. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the net score.
Veteran Schroeder, excellent at recognizing when that mid-range jumper opens up.
1:02 left to play in the first. There's the steal. Here's Marshall, guarded by Payton. Marshall passes to Schroeder. Williams with the screen. Left side Schroeder. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from deep. From deep, Melton. Brooklyn pulls it in. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Marshall passes to Schroeder. Williams a screen on Melton. And here's Schroeder outside. No good there. Fred VanVleet has been on display for New Orleans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Hey, guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The Nets shooting a nice 50% for the game. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Pascal Siakam. Cody Martin is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the center, locking down the middle. Yep, that one's good.
Well, the offensive versatility of Pascal Siakam. He can hit shots from a variety of spots.
Melton against Martin. Melton passes to Wallace. Payton with a screen on Schroeder. Wallace, right side. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Knocks it down from distance. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Payton with a steal. Wallace, left side. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Marshall passes to Martin. Knocked away. Stolen by Melton. Pass to Wallace. Back to Melton. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, that sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
First free throw is good. Some changes for New Orleans. Brown, he's checked in for Payton, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Wallace. He's off on the second. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. The offensive rebound. Adams, shot's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
New Orleans has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Back to VanVleet. To the paint. Here's Brown. Oh, look at Brown. Bang it inside.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
Most of Gafford's points are going to come right there around the rim, and he loves to throw it down.
Melton against Halliburton. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Brown. Gafford with a screen on Mathurin. To the inside. And Gafford gets it to go on the assist by Brown. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Yeah, and we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Pass to Siakam. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Adams a screen. Lets it go from 11. Outside Mathurin. To the paint. Here's Halliburton. Gafford grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star Game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
And Hallie to the hoop.
Well, feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
Outside, Brown. Gafford with a screen on Mathurin. Wing shot on the way. Brown can't hit. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Mathurin against Brown. Halliburton looking over the floor. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now. I know he's the most exciting for sure.
Outside, Brown. JB off the bounce, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And he makes the first.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Van Vliet against Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Clark outside. Outside Jones. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a good opportunity to bring up this season's top assist man. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
Hard to challenge his status as the best playmaker in the NBA. He's dropping dimes like magic.
Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Buzelis comes in for Jones. And the Nets also making a change. Williams is checked in for Pascal Siakam. For three, Mathurin. Clark grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 5. And he lobs it up. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Now here's Thomas. Halliburton outside. Mathurin, a screen on Van Vliet. Halliburton. The kick out to Williams. There's the triple. Gets the three to fall. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Van Vliet, the pass to Jackson. Brown against Thomas. 13 feet out. And again, New Orleans, no good. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Williams. That one goes in. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Van Vliet against Halliburton. Van Vliet, the pass to Clark. Clark with a screen on Thomas. Lets it go from 14. Brown gets the bucket. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Williams finds Mathurin. Over Clark. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Mathurin's got 9 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Van Vliet against Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. That one no good. Pelicans trail by 8. Now Brown. Inside. Here's Van Vliet. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He's got 12.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way. Keep letting him do his thing.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The Pelicans have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Brown with a screen. Now here's Jackson. Adams covering. Here's Clark. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. For New Orleans, Payton comes in for Jackson, and it's Wallace in for Jaylen Brown. So the Nets making a switch here. Marshall passes to Martin. And here's Adams. Pass to Martin. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game. Schroeder, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming to the floor for the Nets, number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
.114 left to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Payton finds Van Vliet. Back to Payton. Floats one up, and it's blocked by Martin. They get it back. Clock at 4. Here's Van Vliet. That shot off the mark.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards. Martin outside.
Schroeder against Van Vliet. Pass to Thomas. Releases from 15. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Wallace. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Cam Thomas picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
First one falls for him, and New Orleans making a change here. He does not get the second one. Nets leading by 5. From 15 feet away, Gafford grabs the miss.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And here's Clark for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Nets out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
How much importance did you two put? And looking back on the first half of our... Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, we're seeing a tremendous game from Fred Van Vliet.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Herb Jones out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Brown in at the 2. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Brown passes to Van Vliet. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Clark. The 3. The shot no good. Brooklyn leading by 7. Outside Matherin. Siakam outside. Adams with a screen on Clark. Down low. Tipped. And counted. Now 5 for 7.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Van Vliet, the pass to Gafford. Brown scanning the floor. Can't hit that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Jones against Matherin. Pass to Halliburton. It's Thomas on the wing. Uncovered. Gafford grabs the miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Clark with a screen on Matherin. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. All right, let's have a look and see who is leading the league in field goal percentages. The 4th spot held by Brandon Clark.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
This not part of the game plan. Steven Adams finding a way to offensively be impactful down low.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
VanVleet outside. Pass to Jones. Here's the teardrop. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 4 assists now tonight.
The paint, that's where Jones likes to live, and that's where he's comfortable. And he can use that length to his advantage.
Thomas against Brown. Siakam with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Halliburton. He got it. Halliburton nails the 3.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Clark. Outside, Jones. Here's Brown. He's covered by Matherin. VanVleet outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. VanVleet's got 15 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Halliburton against VanVleet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Can't be overzealous with Halliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and you got the whistle.
That free throw no good for New Orleans. Jackson, he's checked in for Gafford. And it's Melton in for Clark. And a change for the Nets. Williams is checked in for Adams. He hits the second from the line.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. VanVleet against Halliburton. Pass to Williams. Now Siakam. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 7.
Now, you forget sometimes about Pascal's physicality. The guy is 230 pounds. He's a big wing that can throw that weight around.
It's Brown on the wing. Outside Jones. Jackson with a screen on Siakam. Jones misses.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Halliburton. Again, the Nets score.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Payton's checked in for New Orleans. Wallace comes in for Fred VanVleet. Marshall, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Wallace. Offensive rebound. And it's Brown off the drive.
There's the attacking, aggressive style that Brown brings onto the floor. Give him a lane to the hoop, and he'll take it.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive BA in his first year to shoot over 40% from three. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his number one attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
Melton passes to Jones. Pass to Brown. Oh my goodness! Brown would not be denied!
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Marshall. Back to Halliburton. Jones grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 8. Brown with it. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
Yeah, tonight has been all about Jaylen Brown, a legit star in this league.
Halliburton outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Gary Payton II.
Oh, forcing the issue. Halliburton in attack mode.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And he drops it first. And New Orleans making a change here. Clark's checked in. Both free throws good for Halliburton.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
On the wing, Jones. Wallace outside. Here's Payton. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 5 rebounds tonight. Martin outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Schroeder. 4 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got his second basket on the night.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Halliburton against Brown. Oh, cashes in. A terrific finisher inside. Here's Martin. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Mamukelashvili. Clark covers. Martin misses. Pelicans trail by 8. To the middle. Brown can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Halliburton fights through the contact.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Outside Payton. Wallace outside. Jones finds Payton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They have no answer defensively inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Gafford, he's checked in for Jones. And the Nets also making a change. Adams is checked in.
VP2 being a second-generation star, that comes with some challenges, but he's definitely his own man out there on the floor.
Martin, the pass to Schroeder. 1:24 left to play in the third quarter here. Count it.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Outside Payton. Back to Wallace. Clark with a screen on Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Wallace, the pass to Clark. Here's Payton. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Here's Gafford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Taking it up strong, Gafford rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw misses.
Well, for a big guy, Daniel Gafford is very active and agile when he's playing. You appreciate a tall guy like that who can make some moves.
Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. Fred VanVleet comes in for Wallace. And he sinks the second. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. He's got 5. To the left side wing. Mamukelashvili passes to Martin. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Nails it from beyond the arc. Martin's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well-timed pass and strong finish from Gafford.
19 seconds left in the third. Schroeder against VanVleet. The Pelicans pull it in. Gafford's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside, Brown. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Pascal Siakam out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5 spot. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Clark. 6 on the shot clock. VanVleet outside. The rebound by the Nets. Mamukelashvili's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Siakam, pass to Schroeder. Clark against Siakam. Left side Schroeder. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. VanVleet outside. Pass to Clark. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
To the inside. Schroeder can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 7. On the wing, Jones. Back to Clark. Outside, Brown. Count it. Brown's got 21.
You're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Schroeder. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
For Brooklyn, Williams comes in for Mamukelashvili. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Marshall.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for Schroeder. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pelicans trail by 8. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Clark. Van Vliet outside. Clark with a screen on Thomas. Van Vliet, the pass to Gafford. And here's Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Van Vliet against Halliburton. It's Thomas on the wing. Looking to get it going. Nice D from Brown.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Gafford passes to Jones. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. And now it's just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
And it's Thomas off the drive. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for the Nets, Cameron Thomas. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Thomas. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Count it.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
They set a pick. Here's Thomas for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Van Vliet finds Clark. Shoots over Siakam. Clark, no good. Brooklyn leading by 4. Thomas passes to Siakam. No good with a layup. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Van Vliet. Clark outside. Jones feels it out. Hands lead on the wing. It's stolen by Halliburton. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Fred
A tenacious play by Halliburton, crashing into a foul and still sinking that shot.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Adams is checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good. Halliburton.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Outside, Brown. Back to Van Vliet. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one.
In the fourth quarter, he's gone 3 for 4. They've really needed it.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Mathurin against Jones. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Thomas, left side. 5 on the clock. Takes it inside, and the layup falls. And the Nets lead by 7.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Jones. Halliburton against Van Vliet. 3-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. And the 3-pointer goes.
Well, with consistency from the three-point line, Siakam becomes very scary to guard.
Against Thomas. Outside, Brown. Brooklyn pulls it in. Halliburton outside. Adams a screen to the paint. And it's slammed in by Adams.
I don't know if you can have a guy that size be a surprising threat on the pick and roll, but Adams can catch the ball and finish through traffic.
Out to the wing. Back to Van Vliet. Will it go? Bounces high off the rim and drops. Van Vliet's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Halliburton on the wing. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Clark with a block. And here's Van Vliet. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Jones. Down low. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Jones. Jones has got 5 assists in the game. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. Halliburton outside for 3. They get it back. Second chance shot. And another shot. And it's Mathurin missing. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Brown. Adams grabs the miss. Brooklyn has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Here's Thomas. And the Nets miss again.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Jones. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Brooklyn making some changes. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Siakam. And it's Marshall in for Mathurin.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Herbert Jones. shooting 1.
That's good from Jones.
You scan around the league to look at young guys who might be pillars of teams moving forward. You know, Herb Jones could be one of those guys.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas outside. There's a screen by Marshall. Thomas passes to Marshall. Chalk up 2 there. And the Nets lead by 7.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Brown passes to Jones. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Brown. Brooklyn pulls it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now Halliburton. Lets a floater go. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Melton, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And a change for the Nets. Siakam, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Brooklyn. 11-point game. Pass to Marshall. Clock at 6. Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
Now introducing this order for your Oklahoma City Thunder.
So Doris for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about two things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Jalen Green, Barnes out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Coffee in at the 3 spot.
You love the aggressive play inside from Monte Morris.
Hessler against Jokic. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Misses off the right eye. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Now here's Davis. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. From deep, George. Jokic grabs the miss. Now here's Green. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Barnes looking around. Pass to Jokic. Here's Coffey. And it's sent back by George.
That's just staying with your man, anticipating what he's thinking, and great instincts on the block from Paul George.
Now Davis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Barnes outside. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Jokic with a screen on McCollum. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Davis kicks the ball. On the wing, George. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game. And they take the lead.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient, long-range bomber.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So a moment now to see the story for C.J. McCollum. So here are the Clippers, trailing by 2. Paul George with the steal. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. And a wide open look for McCollum. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Barnes unable to get that one. Great D that time from Davis. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McCollum dishes the ball. Pass to George. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Barnes against Davis. Barnes outside. And they get it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. GA, he had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
It was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Stevens has checked in. Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer. Wow, shake the building with that finish, Scotty Barnes. My goodness.
Now George. His last outing, he had 24 points. Kessler with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Barnes against Ball. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's Coffee, and he dunks it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave it wide open.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points his last outing.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Let's check in now with Shams Charania on a story coming out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Shams, what's the buzz regarding the Jams?
Thanks, Kevin. They're thrilled to bring in Julius Randle. That move increases their physicality on both ends of the floor. He brings speed, strength, and a versatile scoring ability that should be a great fit for this team.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. Wiseman's checked in for the Thunder. Buddy Hield comes in for McCollum. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Carter, he's checked in for Jokic. Martin comes in for Barnes. Whitmore, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. And it's Koulibaly in for Morris. Here's Whitmore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. George passes to Stevens. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Green. His last outing, he had 18 points. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Hield can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Koulibaly. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Assist from Whitmore.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside, Ball. Pass to George. Six on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Second team.
The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the Thunder.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Terry's checked in for the Thunder. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Golden State Warriors.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Hield. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, showing off the athleticism. Green's eyes light up when he's on the break. Easy to see why.
Now, here's Dunn. He has yet to score. Here's Steffens, covered by Martin. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
Outside, Green. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside, Terry. And the rebound goes to Martin. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Green. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Fires the 3. It's good from long range. Green's got 10 points in the game.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Hield, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Number 1, the Thunder.
And anybody who's a fan of defense has got to love this team. I mean, no one loves to see their name on top of that leaderboard as much as this coaching staff.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Whitmore. Dunn covering. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Martin against Terry. Down low. Here's Stevens. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Whitmore. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Wiseman comes to help. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Thunder out in front, leading by a point. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The Thunder with the lead. We've got Terry all out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Davis in at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Here's Jokic following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Jokic kicks to Covington. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 3. McCollum right side. Terry outside. Outside, Ball. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, you've got to stay with Ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Koulibaly with it. Now defended by McCollum. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Kessler. Terry outside. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Kessler, no good. Clippers trail by 4. To the paint. Whitmore finds Koulibaly, and it's good for 2. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Koulibaly's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside, Ball. Pass to Terry. Back to Ball. Davis setting the pick for Ball. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Covington. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Whitmore. And it's sent back by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
George is checked in for Terry. And then for Los Angeles, Scotty Barnes comes in for Robert Covington. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Cam Whitmore. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Let's look at the numbers for Jokic. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Inside, the power of Jokic. Wow.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in.
C.J. McCollum.
Throw good, McCollum.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Ball against Green. Kessler screen on Green. Ball from long range. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Buries the long-range jumper.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Ball, the pass to Kessler. Puts it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Green against Ball. Green passes to Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Probably as great a feel for the game as anyone. Jokic knows how to get the upper hand against the defender.
First one falls for him. And Jokic drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
George with the bounce pass. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
McCollum against Barnes. Coffee can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
McCollum finds Davis.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Free throw good, Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Weissman's checked in. And both free throws good for Davis. And here is Los Angeles now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Here's Ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Davis surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
And that one falls for Davis.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here come your Thunder Girls.
And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Thunder in 4th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here's Barnes. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. McCollum outside. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Green against George. Now here's Green. Tight defense on him. To the middle. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Chalk up 2 there. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
But you can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Dunn kicks to Wiseman. Barnes against Davis. Now here's Wiseman. Guarded closer. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And George gets it to go.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Outside, Green. Back to Barnes. To the inside, Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, we know Wendell Carter Jr. offers a lot on the offensive end. This guy's got to continue to improve as a low-post defender.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Stevens is checked in, and it's Buddy Hield in for C.J. McCollum. And he sinks the second. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Wiseman. George against Martin. George looking around. Clock at 4. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, this is a team that depends on Paul George to fill it up. Such a skilled, versatile scorer.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And it's Carter missing. Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Hield dishes to George. And George with the stuff.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
Green against Dunn. Carter down low. Barnes outside. Takes it inside. Over Dunn. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for George. He's getting around 28 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Terry's checked in for Paul George. And then for Los Angeles, Robert Covington's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Cam Whitmore comes in for Koulibaly. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jalen Green. Here's Stevens. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 4. Morris looking over the floor. Whitmore with it.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. The Clippers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
At the line for the Clippers.
One shot.
Whitmore. At the line for 1.
Throw good, Whitmore. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Healed outside. 26 seconds left now here in the second. He had a nice open look right there. Heald's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Whitmore, covered by Hield. Now Whitmore, 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. This one for 3. That one doesn't go. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court.
Not sure any run of games feel comfortable, but this might be as close as you can get. They're at home against teams that they can clearly beat. This is a great opportunity for them to stack up some W's.
Now looking at this Oklahoma City game, the Thunder dealing with a thin margin.
You'll see teams attempt to.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The Thunder leading by 4, taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Green, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Barnes, and it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Coffey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Clippers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside, George. Back to ball. Pass to George. And then George with the jam.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Clippers trail by 4. Morris passes to Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Barnes has got 11 points.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
McCollum outside. Jokic against Kessler. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. And it's George missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
It's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Lob pass to George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. 4th, Jokic.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
90 seconds now into the second half. DB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Ball against Morris. Kessler a screen on Morris. 5 on the clock. Ball with the bucket.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Morris passes to Barnes. Green kicks to Morris. To the middle, trying to find Jokic, gets it to him.
How about the execution and pick and roll? Monte Morris, just great understanding of how to exploit the defense.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They lead by 1. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Barnes. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. Fires it up. The Clippers grab the miss. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum.
And scoring the ball has always seemed easy for Green. It's starting to show here in this game.
And here's George. 16 points for him. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Green. Clippers moving the ball around. Jokic finds Barnes. Morris with the ball. From outside, off the mark. Ball surveying the defense.
And he'll go right through your chest. Ball won't shy away from the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for your defender, Lonzo Ball, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Koulibaly, he's checked in from Amir Coffey. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers trail by 3. Barnes outside. Morris with the screen for Barnes. Off target from outside. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's McCollum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Green. Out to the wing. Kessler against Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Davis. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. He misses the free throw.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And he's good on the second. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Ball. He's got 9. Pass to Davis. Here's the 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Barnes dishes to Green. And here is Morris. Jokic with it. He's covered by Kessler. Fades back, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Morris. Jokic has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And George, here we go. Outside ball. Davis with a screen on Morris. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And love how Ball uses the pick and roll to his advantage. Excellent at creating passes around defenders.
Koulibaly with it. 8 points for him. Stolen by Ball. Outside, George. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And then for the Clippers, Carter, he's checked in for Jokic. Robert Covington comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Whitmore in for Jalen Green. Here is Carter, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris outside. Pass to Koulibaly. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss. The Thunder leading by 4. Done outside. Hield with it. Wiseman sets a screen for Hield. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Now Koulibaly. He's got 8. Pass to Carter. Now Koulibaly. Now here is Carter. Stephens pulls it in. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 6-point game. Terry finds Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Morris. Takes it out to Covington. And a wide open look for Whitmore. It's the 3-point bomb. Whitmore's got 8.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Hield with a screen on Morris. Here's Dunn. Oh, and the dunk by Dunn.
Man, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Dunn passes to Hield. Stephens, good. Stephens got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Morris against Dunn. Here's Whitmore. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Hield outside. Kicks it out to Terry. Hield sets the pick for Terry. Driving in. No good on the shot. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Whitmore. 10 points for him. Morris, no good. Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Stephens and the Thunder another three.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Carter with a screen on Terry. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
The Thunder leading by 7. Hield sets the pick for Terry. Driving the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Whitmore. Terry covering. 6 to shoot. Carter with a screen on Terry. Launches from deep. That shot off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Lonzo Ball. Buddy Hield is out there with Davis. Then there's McCollum. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Jokic with the screen on Ball. Shots good by Green.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
McCollum outside. Now here's Ball. Here's Coffey. Rebounded by McCollum. And it's Ball in the corner. Pass to Kessler. Back to Ball. Outside, Davis. Over Martin. And Davis can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Martin kicks to Green. Goes up to the stripe. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Outside, Davis. To the paint. Here's Hield. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside, Martin. Jokic with the screen on McCollum. They get it back. Outside for Martin. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Ball's size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Lonzo Ball. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
First free throw is good. George is checked in for Hield. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Barnes is checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clippers trail by 7. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jokic inside, working on Kessler. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whitmore. And the Clippers miss again. Oklahoma City leading by 7. George with no one around. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Green finds Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Ball, the pass to Kessler. Here's McCollum. Outside, Ball. Davis setting the pick for Ball. It's Davis on the wing. Jokic with the steal. Green against Ball. Jokic with a screen on Ball. Great open look there. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's George. The Clippers grab the miss. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Ball against Green. Jokic sets the screen for Green. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Jokic. To tie it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Taking 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And it's tied up with that one. Oklahoma City's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. McCollum finds Kessler. And the call up against Jokic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
McCollum against Green. Davis with a screen on Green. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, George. They get it back. Bounce pass, Kessler. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Davis. To end the drought, rejected by Barnes.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Morris against Ball. Barnes down low. Here's Green. Back to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
At his position, Scotty Barnes going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
Ball against Morris. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Weissman's checked in.
One shot.
One shot.
That's good from Ball. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. McCollum against Barnes. Jokic sets the screen for Barnes. Bucket is good, and the Clippers lead by 1.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
And George kicks to Wiseman. Down low. Kessler passes to McCollum. Over Green. Wiseman dishes to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Wiseman. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Morris. Yes, and the foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Boy, you see the time Morris has put in to strengthen that frame. Good finish there.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Free throw good from Morris.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Pass to Wiseman. Ball up top, covered by Morris. Here's George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
A 3 from Morris. Good on the triple. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Monte Morris with that highly valued corner 3. He likes the look.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Davis is checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Whitmore, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. Outside, George. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And the first one at the line is good. And George drops them both.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
And Teron Lue calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So it's the Clippers now. 3-point lead.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Green inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And here is Ball. Fires from 18. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. So both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
From 13, Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lets a floater go, and Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Walker Kessler with some big-time confidence.
LA's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Here's Jokic. It falls!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now, here's George. Defense is right there. Off target with his 3.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Here's George. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line. That is absolute best.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
15 foul. At the line for the Clippers, Jalen Green. 2 shots.
first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum left side. The shot will not fall. And he commits the intentional foul.
C.J. McCollum. Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for the Clippers, Nikola Jokic. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Outside, Davis jacks up a 3. Cans the 3.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
At the line for the Clippers, Monte Morris. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And a deep 3 from Ball. No good. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you, Nikola. What are you able to do that allows you to impact the game so dramatically?
I don't know what is happening, but I'm playing good. The team is playing good. Like we're kind of clicking and we're playing better and better. Hopefully we're going to continue to play like that.
It is really flowing right now, man. Congrats on another win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home court. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason, and it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Topping out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Highsmith in at the small forward position. Here's Doncic. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. The three. That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Vucevic with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. He pulls it. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 5 points.
The one guy you can't forget about is Doncic. I mean, when he's running the floor, you gotta stay with him.
Pass to Ware. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And so here's Sacramento. After the basket by San Antonio. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Ware. DeRozan outside. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Hero. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
And you see how dangerous Rizachet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Now here's Vucevic. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Hero, no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Pass to Highsmith. Shot to stop the run. Connects from downtown.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hero against DeRozan. DeRozan double team. And that one drops for him.
With his strength and explosiveness, DeRozan's so imposing when he gets it inside.
Pass to Highsmith. Back to Doncic. Shot from the wing. And another basket for Sacramento.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season. Taking a look at some numbers here for Mitchell Robinson.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Hero. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Highsmith. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Top-end shot is off. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Here's Highsmith. 8 points in his last timeout. Vucevic, the pass to Hero, and the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Spurs making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 5. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Robinson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Thanks, BA. I just got confirmation that the early season trade the Jazz have been pursuing is final. They're thrilled to bring in Julius Randle. That move increases their physicality on both ends of the floor. He brings speed, strength, and a versatile scoring ability that should be a great fit for this team.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And it's tied up with that one. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Graham.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Here's Iguodala. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Powell right side. And Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
Doncic against Porter. Doncic feeling it out a bit. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Stand one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now Porter, checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Champagny. Powell, left side. Outside Porter. From the high post. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And the Spurs lead by 1. Here's Carrington. Over to the wing. Here's Strother. He buries it from 3.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Powell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. The Kings have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Pass to Carrington. To the right side. Here's Strother. Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Porter. Okogie pulls down the board.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Okogie. Lopez, the screen. Nice shot by Okogie.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
San Antonio trailing here. Now here's Porter. Here's Powell. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Porter. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Rebound by Sacramento. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Here's Okogie. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Porter looks it over. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low. Getting past some contact into his shot.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Carrington. From behind the arc. Counted from distance.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
They set the pick. And here's Porter outside. He can't get it to go. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Sacramento. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Sacramento leading by 5. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Sam Merrill. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Risache. And Atigadaro in at the 4-man position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Ali, he's certainly got the skill level. Here's Risache. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
Doncic outside. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Merrill. He's closely guarded. Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, BA, that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Down low. Here's Vucevic. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Robinson. Well, the Spurs shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Doncic. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
And the first one at the line is good, and something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
The ball's knocked loose. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan's always had that vertical. If he can finish at the rim, he will.
Sacramento calls timeout. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
a change here. Highsmith checked in. Let's use this time to have a look at the team scoring leaders. Number 5, the Spurs.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
San Antonio on D. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Luka on the attack.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
It's Merrill on the wing. Pass to DeRozan. Six to shoot. And there's the lob. And a big finish by Robinson.
An underrated playmaker. I like seeing DeRozan share the ball like this.
Kings trail by 5. Doncic outside. From outside the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
San Antonio shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Toppin, he's checked in for Vucevic.
Shooting 1.
And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Hero outside. Back to Doncic to stop the run. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Robinson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Robinson penetrating. And a big finish by Robinson.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Hero finds Toppin. Doncic outside. 4-3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Highsmith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
The line for the Kings. Haywood Highsmith. 2 shots.
First one falls. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Spurs lead by 8. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Utah.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Okogie's checked in for Doncic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Timeout called. Sacramento.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Toppin passes to Highsmith. Hero outside. Launches it. Rebound by San Antonio. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Ware. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Hero. And here comes the break. Deflects the pass. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Hero picks him up. The drive by Shea. He's off on the layup. Kings trail by 10. Back to Hero. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. DeRozan against Hero. Here's Rizachet. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. San Antonio again can't hit. And so Hero will bring it up for Sacramento. To the middle. Pass to Nie. DeRozan brings the double. Here's Okogie. Fires the 3. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hero. From the low block. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Back to Hero. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. the 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. In the third spot, the Spurs.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
To the paint. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Powell. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Carrington. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. Rebound San Antonio.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Powell from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Powell's got 7.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Here's Yabusele. No points so far. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And the Spurs making a change here. On defense, the Spurs. Here's Carrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. To the inside. Here's Iguodala. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings.
Sacramento ball.
There's a minute 17 left in the first half of this one. Pass to Strother. Poke loose.
San Antonio foul. Champagne. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Okogie on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Josh Okogie. 2 shots.
Down the first one.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And so he hits both. Spurs lead by 13. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Iguodaro, covered by Lopez. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Lopez. Here's Carrington. Takes the three. The shot won't fall.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line.
And what a great first half he's had at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so here's Sacramento, trailing by 17. Here's Carrington. To the wing on the left. Strother. He drops it from range. Strother's gotten 4 this quarter. And so it's San Antonio, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Look, we all understand the value of Steph Curry, a proven multi-chip winner.
Shifting back to that first half of play. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Kings trail by 14. Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Nikola Vucevic. Tyler Hero is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Carrington in at point guard. Robinson with a double to the middle. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Luka Doncic is checked in for Sacramento. Such a skilled big, 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a three-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Toppin pulls it down. Here's Highsmith. Throws it up high. Robinson with a steal. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great look, but off the mark.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Hero on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. A look at the best first-year players when it comes to three-point shooting. Rizachet, number 1.
He blows you away with his confidence. How many guys come into this league looking that comfortable from distance?
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
This is his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, shooting 1.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good on the free throw. Kings trail by 13. Doncic finds Hero. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And this will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Kings, Haywood Highsmith, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. No good on the 2nd free throw. San Antonio leading by 12. Muscling in, DeRozan.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
And the Kings shooting just 42% so far in the game. Right wing. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Tyler Hero at the line for
1. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, remember, Hero came into the league as a scorer, and he's only gotten better, continuing to round out his game.
Just over a minute and a half played in the 3rd. Beyond the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Riza Shea. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Incredible work right there on the glass. He's doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Sacramento calls timeout.
It's time for dance camp. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move.
The Kings making a switch here. Lopez is checked in.
Let's hear it for you. And for the Kings, number 35, Brook Lopez.
Kings trail by 15. Doncic up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Hero for 3. Drills it from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Riza Shea. And here's Robinson. Here's Ware. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Here's Highsmith. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. From deep, here's Doncic. And scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now. Robinson,
a screen on Hero. Here's Riza Shea. Oh, and And there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Obi Toppin.
Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Risache as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
Merrill, he's checked in for San Antonio. Porter Jr. comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Doncic has got the ball here for Sacramento. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And that sends Luka Doncic to the free throw line. That one on Merrill. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for one.
One shot.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Now here's Porter. Merrill outside. Robinson, a screen on Hero. This one for 3. The shot by Merrill, no good. Kings trail by 7. Now the Kings in transition. And Hero with the 3. Hero's got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And he's going for the oop here. Lopez with the steal. Doncic against Porter. Doncic passes to Hero. Back to Doncic. And the shot no good, a bit short. Spurs lead by 4. Outside Porter. Pass to Merrill. Shoots from 12. Tipped away. And they'll get another chance. Outside Porter. Here's Risache, guarded by Doncic. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and Risache gets it to go. Risache's got his second bucket on the night. Kings trail by 6. Hero outside. Pass to Lopez. No good on the triple. The Spurs have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Back to Porter. Here's Risache. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. No good from outside. Sacramento has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. And Sacramento making a change here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Spurs lead by 5. Here's Porter. And it's Niang with the rebound. The Kings have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. San Antonio's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Pass to Iguodaro. Outside Porter. There's a screen. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Sinks the tray. Porter's got 7.
Yeah, nice decision making. Porter Jr. can drive or pass off the pick.
Doncic outside. Highsmith passes to Doncic. Here's Highsmith. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Doncic. 21 points in the game. Niang outside. Sinks it from distance. Niang's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Iguodaro, and that one is hammered home.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
All right, a good chance to get an update on Nikola Vucevic's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Kings head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly. Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Now here's Powell. 9 points in the game, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And there it is for him. Doncic has got 11 points here in the second half.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Porter finds Powell. Outside Porter. Here's the pick. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Strother. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he jams it home with authority.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. San Antonio leading by 5. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Making a change here. Here's Champagny. No made baskets yet. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Champagny. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Kings trail by 6. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Doncic outside. Rebound by San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Doncic with it. 26 points for him. From deep. Drops in the 3. Doncic has got 14 points here in the second half.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. San Antonio on top. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Stay aggressive. You need about 8 or 9 of those. Just let them fly.
And feeling maybe some guys are being too careful on shot selection. Greg Popovich trying to loosen it up a bit.
Yeah, the intelligence and experience he brings to the game sees things so clearly. Sometimes it's a simple adjustment.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Reza Shea. And it's Ware in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
At the line for the Kings, Tyler Hero taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Spurs. 3-point lead. Puts it up. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31 points. And the Kings shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Oh, there's the alley! And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Yeah, he's a great passing center. You can run offense through Vucevic. Use him as a passing hub.
Here's Reza Shea. Here's Ware. No good on the 3.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
To the paint. Here's Doncic, and the bucket is good. Doncic has got 16 in the second half.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. He goes up. Oh, and the jam by Doncic.
Whoa. Not known for showing off, Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that? Wow.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Robinson. Here's Reza Shea. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And they keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Doncic passes to Toppin. Here's Reza Shea, guarded by Doncic. Reza Shea, no good. The Kings have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Doncic missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Powell for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Doncic passes to Vucevic. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And he's all alone. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, when Shea goes all out, catching up to him is not an option, and he is gone.
Hero outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Carrington. And another miss by Sacramento.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Inside. SGA explodes to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Doncic outside. Vucevic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Hero. Can they get it? On target from range. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Checked in for San Antonio. Highsmith, he's checked in for Sacramento. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Get off me!
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Vucevic with a steal! And they're on the break. Here's Highsmith. And they pick up 2. And now it's just a 2-point Spurs lead.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
San Antonio with the ball. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance in the 3-point play. That one on Doncic.
Luka Doncic. 5th personal foul. First.
Here's Hero. Toppin outside. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Spurs lead by 5. DeRozan outside. Outside Robinson. Here's Ware, covered by Vucevic. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so Hero will bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Vucevic. Now Doncic lets it go from deep. Rebound by San Antonio. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing to the paint. Robinson can't hit. Kings trail by 5. Hero, the pass to Toppin. Missed inside. The Spurs have gone 6 for 11 here in the 4th quarter. Here's DeRozan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, that's a tough basket, but DeRozan is as good as it gets playing through contact.
And Stan, over his long NBA career, DeMar DeRozan honing in his game.
Yeah, Brian, and he's patterned it after his idol, Kobe Bryant. He's also an excellent shot creator. His development as a passer has helped make him a very productive offensive focal point.
That's good from DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Vucevic, the rebound by Ware. Ware's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and for a solid decision maker like DeRozan, that's an easy pass.
Here's Highsmith. Back to Doncic to end the run. Pure from three-point range. Doncic has got 38 points.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Robinson, a screen on Hero. Oh, deflected. Here we go. Jumps up, and the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, Vucevic knows how to insert himself into the play and force a turnover every now and then.
Back come the Kings in transition.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Here's Risa Shea. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Tyler Hero.
Yeah, Risa Shea is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
Risa Shea, shooting 2.
First one falls for him. It's both from the stripe. Now here's Hero. The Kings call timeout.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
The Spurs making a switch here. Powell's checked in.
Number 24, Norman Powell.
Pass to Highsmith. Here's Yabusele. Doncic on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 5 to shoot. With the teardrop. And Doncic with the lay-in. Doncic has got 40 points.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Here's Powell. Pass to Ware. DeRozan outside. Now Now here's Powell. There's the three. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hero. Now Vucevic. Pass to Highsmith. Shot clock at 6.
This has been fun to watch. I mean, they've managed to go on a run just when it looked like this might be over.
San Antonio leading. 1:19 left in the game. Robinson, a screen on Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson. And he's now got the double-double.
And Shea's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. Free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Hero outside. To tie it up, and is blocked. Here's Powell. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. Cash.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
The Kings call timeout.
All right, man. Dance game time. Get ready to dance like everyone wanted.
From the inbound. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. He's checked in for DeRozan. Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Pass to Vucevic. Robinson with a steal, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul. Team remains in the penalty. Mitchell Robinson shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. Pass to Carrington. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
On the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's San Antonio with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Shay, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.